Listen, government layoffs is affecting more black workers than not. I am Dr. Blackwealth, and we got...
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Miss Fab Financial, checking in.
Welcome to the #1 show that Oh, Jesus.
That's all right. I got you. Welcome to the #1 show that talks about all things business, politics, and popular culture.
That's
What's going on?
That's right.
I got you.
This is probably going to keep rolling.
That's right. We're going to work this out. It happens. Listen, we live, so it happens.
Let's do it. So today we diving into the IRS layoffs, the black federal workers, the NAACP consumer advisory, and spending cuts on the tax plan.
Yeah, man.
Listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, talk to us, let us know what you want to hear. Feel free to comment on any topic that we're discussing. First up is the massive tax cut that Congress and President Trump is planning to extend as it ends this year, 2025, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. What is your take on the tax plan?
Child.
Now, if you... you better grade cautiously.
Listen, okay, so... What are we replacing it with? What are we replacing it with?
Oh, my God.
I need to know the replacement.
I can't make this up.
Okay. I don't know. I don't have a grade.
So you're indifferent.
I don't know what I'm replacing it with.
What you mean? What you're replacing it with? They're extending it. It ends this year.
Are they extending it?
That's what they're trying to do.
Okay, I'm giving it a C.
Okay.
I'm indifferent. It's lukewarm. I wasn't head over heels about the plan initially. The bonus depreciation was good.
Yeah.
But can we extend the child tax credit? Like, it's so many things you could do for working class people that you gave business owners and wealthy people such great kudos. I mean, the inheritance tax went up like crazy. I think now it's almost at like $13 million or something that you don't have to pay taxes if you go over that. Like, the top people got good, right? Well, what about the bottom people? So I'm not for or against it. I'm lukewarm. So I gave it a C. Nobody really wins except for the top people. Bonus depreciation was a killer. I love that. That was great. But what about people who don't have a business or working class people? I mean, it's tax season, so we're getting hit. I get all the people, and there's nothing for them, man. And my heart is like, it's people who make $100,000, got 3 kids, and they're getting killed. There's what are we talking about? They can't itemize. Bring back itemized deductions. You in it. You see it. So you know what's happening. Like, these people it's nothing. You're not getting nothing for your house. Your tithes and offering. There's no work-related expenses. You can laugh because you know it's is fracanackle. It's not. It's...
I got no help for y'all.
Even to me, not even to keep the dependent care, right? The 2441, the dependent care credit, to make that non-refundable and reduce that to $2,500 is nasty work. Why didn't you keep that?
I got you.
Help the people out here. So my heart and feeling is indifferent.
I got you.
It's indifferent. I think it's fracanackle.
Well, it's up, y'all. I'm gonna give it an A.
Of course he would. He would give it an A.
He's looking to, he's looking to eliminate the estate tax completely.
Right. That helps too.
Huh?
That helps too.
Those who have estates.
Okay. That's great. That's 1 point for the wealthy. That's
repealing
great.
and raising the $10,000 cap on the deduction for state and local taxes. That's how you help local people for sure. State taxes and local taxes, ridiculous. You pay too many taxes. Creating a deduction for auto loan interest and eliminating income tax on tips, overtime, and Social Security benefits.
Now you know that's fracanackle. He's going to do what?
What
is he doing? What is he doing with it?
He's trying to eliminate taxes on tips, overtime, Social Security benefits. He's going to extend.
Where's the executive order for it then? He's executive ordered everything.
Where's
the executive order
the taxes
for tips?
Got to go through Congress.
All of it is supposed to go through Congress, sir.
Well,
all
that's
of it.
A matter of opinion based on the executive rules.
That's why he's been executive ordering everything. So where's the executive order for tax on tips? He's not going to do it.
He's not going
want to do it.
He's trying to take the corporate tax rate from 21 to 20 or 15%.
No,
right now it's at 21%.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to get it to 20 or 15%.
He definitely will do that.
And eliminating the alternative minimum tax, right? So alternative minimum tax, this definitely helps wealthy people, right? It's
Absolutely.
basically
you could choose
which tax you're gonna pay.
Correct.
And so that's
Can you imagine?
But you know, for these reasons, I think this is why I'm more so for it, because I think it gives you the incentive to
be wealthy and rich.
100%.
Oh, okay, great.
100%.
Yeah.
Now the thing about it is, we are actually in tax season, and you're right. Like the middle class, there's really nothing for those. You just can't be in the middle, right? So
you either gotta be poor or wealthy.
It's difficult. I got a client who's a traveling nurse,
Mm-hmm.
makes good money,
Mm-hmm.
but she received a letter directly from the IRS
Mm-hmm.
stating
Mm-hmm.
that she will pay taxes out her check, because typically they go exempt.
Mm-hmm.
And they are mandating that she pay the taxes out of her check.
Mm-hmm.
And she called me panicking. What's
she
happening? What's da-da-da-da? Like, is this right? Can they, because people are in an uproar about taxes. But when you're in the middle, it really hurts you the most, because you can be employed from 100,000, I'll call it even up to a few million. CEOs
Absolutely.
Those are employed people. Football players are employed people. They making millions, and you're on W-2. You don't have that many options outside of leveraging your money that you make to start to then create wealth for you. And that could be as simple or as hard as owning real estate, or any other things.
For
right?
sure. I mean, but we're talking about people in that top group, right? You're talking about athletes, professional people, anybody.
People in Congress. Congress is making minimum wage, but their net worth is up. Why?
Astronomical.
Because they are investing.
For sure.
Right.
Because they are insider trading.
Well, hey.
Listen.
If I'm going to work for the government, I might as well get some benefit out of it.
Marjorie Taylor Greene makes $200,000. Her net worth is like $13 million.
Right.
For sure.
And the list goes. Elizabeth Warren, she's the one who fight for all this for the people stuff.
Absolutely.
And her net worth is high.
Absolutely.
Right. So
I mean, there's fraud and waste on both sides. Insider.
Yeah.
Listen, they got an app where you can trade like Nancy Pelosi. All the trades she does is public. Then you can trade right with her. So we're not in a disagreement there. But the disagreement is when we try to really kick the poor people under the curb as if they can't. And the middle class is being gutted, and all of their wealth is being siphoned to help the top 1%. Again, I always say rich people don't need advocacy. They are going to find a way to make money and lower their taxes by any means necessary. So the Jobs that Act, I think, is fracking. I don't think that you can't write off no insurance, more what is it, interest for your car? That would be itemized deduction versus the standard deduction. You know how that go. Hey, that's a nothing burger.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, and people who don't know taxes would think that's a great thing. But oh yes, now I can write off my car interest. Same way people are excited about writing off their home interest.
As high as these cars, it might give them something.
Now you know it got to go past the standard deduction. You know, the people don't know. Just for y'all to know, all of it has to total up more than about $17,000 to $20,000 for it to move the needle.
Yeah. So in other tax news, we'll keep you posted on what they do. Plans to probably have it's going to take effect over this next quarter. You'll probably see something over the summertime. I plan to be in Washington D.C. in June, where we're supposed to be lobbying and talking about this to the Congress members. So we'll see what's going on. Listen, if you're a business owner, LLC, S Corp, partnership, or a C Corp, and you need to file your taxes, come to Eagle Financial Group, where we can file your taxes. We specialize in business taxes to make sure we file and give you all the tax strategy savings that you need to put money back into your business. Click the link below, set an appointment, book a call, and our team will reach out to you. The NAACP put out a consumer advisory on their commitment to DEI based off the outlast of the DEI programs. The NAACP put out a report basically of those who are in support of DEI and those who are not, and how we should have control over our 1.7 trillion consumerism dollars.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on that?
NAACP makes my stomach hurt.
Oh no,
just a little bit.
I am a member.
It makes
my
stomach like hurt a little bit.
Committee leader.
Now I am for the consumer. I am for the consumerism fast. I do believe withholding your dollars.
Not fast.
I call it a fast.
Because they're gonna get back to it.
Oh, you know it. We can't stand 10 toes down for nothing. That's what you need to get from our forefathers, okay? That was a boycott, okay? Oh, they did it for a year and really hurt the pockets of the powers that be. But this is a fast. I already know they're gonna do it for 30. We not gonna stand 10 toes down. But I am for it.
That's funny.
I think when people
what's the grade?
I think when people spit in your face and kick you down the can, you need to show action. So I am in agreement with it. I'm giving it a B- because the NAACP to me is they don't stand on business for me. I don't think they do enough loud and clear. I need to wave the flag, run down the street, be angry. I need to see what's happening.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't have enough fire in the belly for them. Like it's like they cool. I need you to be uncool.
And for those reasons, I'm giving it a C. Like it's it's definitely a great idea. And I think the advisory report is like the right thing to do. You know what I mean? Like in response, this is like the next best thing to put out, right? But they also have put out there who's recommitted to DEI, Delta Airlines, Apple, Ben & Jerry's, companies like that, who roll back, McDonald's, Meta, Walmart, etc. But, you ain't gonna get off Instagram and Facebook. So
I'm definitely not on Facebook, and I'm definitely not on Instagram.
Yeah, I just it's one of those things that I think the report we should be doing more.
Yeah.
What that is, I probably could say, right? I'm not in the powers that be. However, I'm in the middle of, helping try to make those changes. But it should be some more act around who Black businesses that we can support and do. Right, none of that. Your girl Tabitha and still buy because my stuff is in there. But
I don't agree with that.
What businesses we should support? What are they doing? How do we prioritize them? And then, like you said, we should be 10 toes down. Like we should not spend our dollars, and we have actively done that. I was crying because I was in Costco,
and I'm enjoying my little savings in my account.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, I am not buying nothing. I was trying to find somebody Black to do my nails.
That might be easy in Atlanta.
I was trying to drive around because these people for $90 they not gonna see me again. I'm gonna find somebody else for sure.
So
they treat me like the old beat up dog. Beat up, then you keep coming back. Nope.
Oh Jesus.
Nope.
We definitely gonna keep you abreast of what's happening with the NAACP. I think their annual meeting is set to take off this summer. As a member, I'm definitely involved, at least locally, so I'll be able to see like what we could do, what we can't do.
Yes,
right?
keep us abreast. Let us know. People need to get involved.
Shadow banned, but it's all good. In other news, government layoffs affect Black workers the most, right? While 14% of the entire U.S. population is Black, about 18% of federal workforce is Black.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on
that? Okay, so I feel like it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Yeah. I think government has always, in the last century anyway, has been an advocate in hiring people that are minorities, right? You're talking about women, Black and brown people, disabled people. So, in the government, in most cities are large job creators in that sense. And unfortunately, we always but we bear the brunt of any economic downturn.
I think reap is a good word.
Reap, okay.
You reap what you sow.
Oh.
That's a good word.
Never mind. Okay, we about to make a U-turn. So it's unfortunate. However, I do believe there's a lot of red tape and bureaucracy in the government that clogs movement. And there needs to be a shedding of some of the layers in between the person that comes up with the idea to the execution. And that's in every part of government, right? Why you're like, well, why does it take 5 years to get streets done in the city? Why does it take so long? If we come up with the idea in June, it's not implemented, done until the following year. Why is all that bureaucracy and like what is clogging up the system from the this to the that? And for that, I'm going to give it a C because I appreciate the idea. I'm giving it a C minus. I'm turning it down. I might even give it D plus. I'm sorry. Because I don't like the people who are initiating said thing because they don't care.
I got you.
They just, D plus. I'm sorry. D plus.
I'm giving it a B. So the reason why I'm giving it a B is I like the fact that we are trying to be more efficient in the government. I don't like the fact that it's affecting more black people than not, but that's always the case in this sense. And so for those reasons, I think that, we should be more motivated to look out for ourselves and do for ourselves. It's just interesting how it's a lot of black workers in the federal government. But when you think about what that means, you're talking about all federal government agencies. So we talking from the post office all the way up to people who working in the Pentagon and the White House.
Absolutely.
And so it's definitely a thing, but that happens with layoffs. And so the fact that it's affected more black people, like we watched the study, Truman did it before and it affected black people. That's because we always are the receivers of whatever's left, I feel, right? So that's just kind of my fight with it. I'm knowing that not every black person or every person in the world would be a business owner. I'm knowing that. But if a small percentage of us, 5, 10, 15% start businesses, imagine how many people we could hire in one setting or across that setting.
For sure. But
so
I
that's
think
always my fight.
The civil servants in the government represent a different purpose, though. They are there to be the voice of the disenfranchised. If I'm sitting at a table and I'm writing up a document or something, and I happen to be a black woman, or I happen to be a veteran, or I happen to be a wheelchair bound person, I come with that perspective to say, hey, maybe you guys didn't think about this. Do these policies help people that are wheelchair bound or deaf people? Do we have Braille around? It brings in a perspective to help government work for all people. So those people are not coming solely as just to represent black and brown people, but a perspective and a culture to represent those people who are typically their voices aren't heard. So it's unfortunate because then the government becomes more whitewashed, right? Those white men who typically do all the rulemaking will continue to only look after for them.
Yeah. Cool. So another news, listen, the IRS is doing layoffs too, as Trump and his administration are looking to shrink the federal workforce. This affects the probationary employees that were at the IRS, and they have recently are on pause to be laid off. What's your take on it?
An F.
Oh my goodness.
It's an F. Every year. So this is it's an F.
Okay.
The IRS is so underfunded. Mm-hmm. It's so dysfunctional and archaic.
It might be on purpose.
Of course it is. So what you need to do is fund it, update the information, the computer systems. You need to have adequate people so when you call, they can help you and your clients. And also, most of the times, those people are seasonal, right? During tax season, they typically hire a large amount of people during that season, and they typically are also laid off, right? That's also a portion of the workforce. And I think they also should keep in mind that a lot of these people aren't year-round folks. I don't know if that was in the numbers or not, but I think if it's my business and my business is to collect money, I typically would not lay off the department that's helping me collect more dollars for my business. So I feel like on purpose, you are handicapping it, bankrupting it, so it could be inefficient. So you or the top 1% can still squander and get away with stealing money.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna give it a C. I'm really kind of indifferent on it, really, for sure. I find it interesting. You know, I didn't realize that the IRS even had probationary workers, and there's only one other agency I know for a fact who does, which is the post office, and they be on probation for a long time.
It's a lot of them. Most government agencies have a probationary period. My mom was a contractor probationary employee for like 2 years.
But it's crazy because they know that they be needing the staff or they wouldn't be hiring them. And so, but probationary workers seems like the easiest of the people to cut off if you immediately doing, I mean, if I'm just looking at this from a standpoint of like, I'm the CEO, I'm coming in and we need to cut costs somewhere and we cutting people as a part of that. Your probationary workers are because they're not permanent and you still kind of getting work done with or without them a little bit.
But I would go, well, why did we need them in the first place?
For sure, apparently that's a good question.
Apparently there was a deficit.
That's definitely a good question. Because why you got them? And it just, you know, you paying them, and I guess they just don't get all benefits until they actually hit
when you pass that probationary period, 100%. Which is true because my mom, she didn't, and you were paid more, so you were paid more as a contractor than the W-2
that's
regular
not
workers,
taking benefits out. Right.
So, but it was only a period of time you had to prove, you had to show that you were valuable, you had to, go through that process. So.
And then for it to be an IRS, so, you know, and he's looking at trying to get access to those IRS records. So it's a lot going on there to kind of unfold. And we'll definitely keep y'all abreast to what's happening with that situation. So listen, y'all, we just covered the IRS layoffs. We talked about the Black federal workers, the NAACP Consumer Advisory Report, and the tax cuts plan that said to be sent before Congress. And so we'll keep y'all posted on all these things as we cover your business, financial, and wealthy news. And we'll see y'all next week. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, and put your grade in the comments. Let us know what you think, and we'll shout y'all out. Also, if you are a business owner and you're looking to, you need any type of advice on your business, how to grow, scale your business, don't forget to message us, hit us up. Click the link in the description where you can submit your business advice question, and we'll answer it live on the podcast.
That's right.
Talk with y'all next week.